Hi, this is Corey McCarthy, and welcome to a new episode of Fit, Formidable, and Fantastic. That's right, go after yourself, and happy Meatless Monday. Now, in this episode, I want to touch on what is going to be probably the most controversial vegan episode that I've done yet. It might make me lose subscribers, it might make me gain some subscribers. There are going to be people who agree with me, and there are people who are going to hate me for saying this. In fact, recently, in the vegan nutrition and bodybuilding fitness group that I am a part of, that I moderate, there was a post regarding this this distinction about veganism, and someone from that group, who's in another vegan group, saw this post and then called my group a bunch of basically charlatans. They accused us of being imposters. And of course, then I retorted on that post in the other group and called that person out, and the post just vanished. It was gone. I don't know if the person deleted it or if the moderators did, but whatever the case is, there was no debate at that point. It just simply, my reply led to the post just going away for whatever reason. And what I'm trying to get at here, what the subject of this video is going to be, is veganism as a movement of nonviolence versus the plant-based diet being the superior diet for health, which, of course, it is not. And I'm going to explain that. I'm not saying that something else is more superior to the plant-based diet, but I'm saying that the plant-based diet, scientifically speaking, is not superior, from what data we have right now, to any other diet. Basically, to elaborate, any diet can be done, well, aside from stupid fad diets, which I've been over before, but any diet can be done poorly, generally speaking, or it can be done accurately and correctly. What people often will cite these pieces of research that have been released linking meat to cancer, milk to breast cancer, etc., etc. And the thing is that a lot of them, while interesting, they are conclusive. To give you an example of this past December, the University of California released a research finding correlating meat consumption with cancer, particularly red meat consumption. This, according to the research, is due to a possible, and that's a key word there, possible, tumor-forming sugar naturally found in most mammals but not in humans. Now, while the study is very intriguing and it's going in the right direction to support the plant-based diet on a scientific level for health, unfortunately, it was done on a modified rodent model. That means they had genetically modified some rodents so that they are more similar to humans, I suppose, with this regarding the sugar, to perform this, to get the conclusion, the results. So unfortunately, being that it's on a rodent model and not on a human model itself, it is interesting, very interesting, but not conclusive enough to be able to say without a doubt that red meat consumption in human beings can lead to tumors and cancer or what have you. But believe me, I do wish that this study, and others like it, because there's a myriad of them out there that you could find, were proving that. They were proving. I would hope, as a vegan myself, I would want, the plant-based diet to be proven as being the health-conscious diet. I really would, but unfortunately it's not. And as a man of science, I can't let my personal feelings and personal wants and desires overthrow my logical and critical thinking mind. So, what does this lead me to? Now that I've put this harsh statement out there, that's going to piss a lot of people off. What does this lead me to? Veganism, again, as I've said before in previous videos, veganism is a way of life. It is a ethical, moral, non-violent way of life. Not exploiting and not violating other creatures. That's what it is. So what I would argue is that people who come to veganism merely believing it's going to be the healthful way of eating. Now, I'm saying this generally speaking. Maybe there's some people out there who need to eat a vegan diet for health reasons, like these outlier cases. I'm sure they exist out there. But you know, just like there's people who are celiac who have to abstain from gluten, but by and large, there's a lot of people who are just on the gluten-free diet as a fad, not because they necessarily have to be. So perhaps there's people out there that do need to be vegan for health reasons. So I'm not saying this is going to be true across the board, but generally speaking, veganism shouldn't be approached from a health perspective. Now, there's people who, if you think you're doing that for health, fine, whatever. You're not harming animals if you're eating a vegan diet. But what my argument is here is that people who don't come at it from that ethical, deeper meaning perspective, that lifestyle perspective, are more likely to convert back after they get whatever benefit they perceive they're going to get from the diet, or they just get tired of the diet, or they start craving meat again. They don't have that deeper meaning to solidify themselves in the vegan lifestyle. So they're really just following a plant-based diet for some period of time. And that's a problem because they're not rooted in the movement. So I think that people who are coming at this from a health perspective, when it hasn't been conclusively shown to be the superior healthy way of eating, for instance, are coming at it incorrectly. Because what happens if it's scientifically shown through research that it's not the superior way, that it's just another way, that finally science does conclude this? Or what if it's shown that it's not even the healthiest way? It's less healthy than some form of omnivorism. Then these people are just going to convert because they don't have that deeper hold pulling them there, and they won't want to put the effort in to do it correctly. They just want to go the easier route because they don't have that deeper hold. And I've seen people like this. I've known people who have converted to veganism, and for all what I would say is the wrong reasons. And guess what they did? Guess what they did? Change back. They changed back without a second thought, because they were in it for this reason or that reason, and they just decided that those reasons weren't working out for them anymore, or whatever. They weren't in it for the non-violent, non-usury, non-exploitative lifestyle. So my argument is that veganism should be not viewed as a diet, should be viewed as what it is, a lifestyle. The plant-based diet is an aspect of veganism, but it's not veganism. So I want to put that out there. And people who are, I guess you could say, brainwashed to believe by vegan propaganda, and it does exist, that they are more healthful being vegan, generally speaking, there's just not enough supportive evidence to conclude, to directly conclude that is the case. But, as I said, the moralistic, ethical, nonviolent, etc. side of the lifestyle, that is not open for debate. You know, you can't argue with the fact that you're not exploiting other creatures and you're not harming other sentient creatures for your own sustenance. That is not open for debate. I'm just saying here that there's too many holes and too many flaws in saying veganism is a superior, healthy way of eating, the diet that is, the vegan diet, the plant-based diet that is. So, you know what? People are going to call me out on this. People are probably going to hate me for saying this. But like I said, I'm a man of logic. I'm a man of science. And I am a vegan for the ethical, moral, and nonviolent purposes. I am not a vegan because I think it's the healthiest way for my body. Not at all. I am a vegan for a deeper reason. So even if, no matter what I find about the plant-based diet, I'm going to continue on it because I'm in that deeper mode of thinking. Anyway, I hope this was coherent. I'm just coming at this. This is really sort of a rant, so I feel like in some ways I'm kind of all over the map with this. But please, if you have anything you want to say to this, you want to debate, want to add to it, please drop it below. Otherwise, I will see you guys on Friday for a regularly scheduled episode. Until then, stay fit, stay formidable, and stay fantastic. See you around.